Valor and Villainy, Minions of Mordak. Let's talk about it. So this game is the deluxe edition. I have all the deluxe bits. I have some extra dice, things of that nature. So the goal of this game is Mordak here, when the king died, vowed to go away to the Dark Realm and come back in 6 days and destroy everything. So you're looking around the realm to find these fountains of power and to destroy them, or shrines of power, whatever it is, and destroy them before he can get that powerful. If you do, you'll bring Mordak back out early and weakened, and then you can defeat him. You have to defeat the boss by hitting him in increments of 5s to do damage. This is the one that comes with the game if you have the deluxe edition. This is the mini that comes with the antagonist arsenal expansion, and I kind of use it like if he gets drawn out early by me destroying the shrines, I use this one, and if he actually gets to day 6 and powers up and comes back powered up, I use this one. It's kind of a thematic thing for my own core. Now you'll start all of your players in the center of the map here in Hawkmoor Keep, and it has a special ability on it. I'll let you read that, but it's basically good for you. You'll get 2 ability points to start, and you can upgrade your player every turn, so you'll be able to see what kind of attacks you can do, what dice you roll for those attacks, and then what your special ability is. This is your health track, and the villain typically has like 30-40 health to start base. If it's 1 player, I think it's like 60. If it's like 6 players, then it's like it can go up to 135. The heroes only have like 14 to 18 max. Some of them have 12, so it's a tough game, but you strategize. So you'll have spells you can use. Heroes can use the blue and gold, so I think they're like arcane and blessing spells. And then the villain will use these dark spells. And if you're doing a solo game, there'll be a deck here that you'll use for autonomy. And then these are the minions that the villain can summon in the game. So it's going to be a corruption roll that they do, and the level 1s are 3, the level 2s are 5, and the level 3s are 8 corruption. Basically, you'll be able to move for 1 point if you want to, and that's 3 squares, not diagonal, so just orthogonally, or orthogonally, however you want to say it. And you can move 3 squares. Each time you move to a square, you reveal it, and in the lower corner, it'll tell you what needs to go there. So in this case, I need to place 2 treasures to the right, or left, I'm sorry, and then 1 level 2 monster that I draw from the bottom of the deck. Minions are double-sided as well, so basically, if I don't do 10 damage to this minion, I won't kill it. But if I do at least 6 or more, like if I do 8, then I'll flip it to its wounded side. It'll still have a chance to attack, but it'll be weakened significantly. And then the next turn, I'll have to deal 5 damage to it. So all the minions are like that, but this is kind of a stronger one. So then this is going to go on top of that treasure. Then I'd be here. Once you enter a space with a minion, you cannot leave it until you fight it and kill it. So you'll be there battling. People can help you from their squares if they have spells that'll do so, or you can cast spells of your own. On your turn, using your ability points, starting with only 2, you can upgrade those through the hero upgrade phase. Upgrades happen every single turn, or at least gaining experience to upgrade happens every single turn for you and for the villain's boss. Once you use those ability points, you can do any of these attacks once per turn. So I can only do 1 melee attack, 1 range, and 1 magic attack per turn, no matter how many ability points I may have. After that's done, and you've chosen to do movement or anything like that, then if you can, then it'll go on to the minion step. The minions will then get their movement. They'll all basically move towards you and attack based on whatever they have, and they do have a power surge option as well, which makes them a little more dangerous. And then it'll be the villain step, who will then be rolling to bring more minions out, leveling up, trying to kill heroes, things like casting spells from the Dark Realm and all that. If you destroy 3 shrines in the game, you will lower the boss's health and force them out of hiding. If you don't, and you get to day 6 on what's called the Progression of Terrors track, which is this, and there are several of these tracks will flip, and some of these have like 4 days on them too, so they're for harder games. They'll flip to the final battle side, and if the boss kills the players 3 times, then the boss wins. If you reduce the boss's health throughout the game, then you win. There's a lot more to this, like the loot system. I've got this neat little chest you can get, and based on player count, you'll take this board and you'll slide it in the bottom of that. When you open it up, it's going to tell you how you allocate loot points based on the coins from the enemies you kill, because once you kill them, they go into here. If you get any treasures you pick up, that also goes into there, and then on the hero level up step, you'll allocate treasures to whoever wants some, and then anything you don't use gets sold for a value to help you level up, and that's how you get stronger. Anytime you die, you go right back to the middle, start back at full health, and then the boss will level up tremendously. And the boss's boards are very, very powerful. And there's these singular boards you can use here where you can kind of build a boss and then use any insert of other bosses from the second game. And they all start with various degrees of attacks and stuff like that and strength. And then there's the easy and hard mode. You'll just basically pop this into here, and once that's seated in there, you'll play through the game by setting up their dice area down here and hopefully win. So it's a great game. Check it out. It's well worth it. Both of them are. That's a brief overview of how this one works. Ludwig's Labyrinth works a little different. I'll just kind of explain some of the components in the next video for that. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching.